One more time.
So when you first did it to yourself after
Last
the
one.
injury,
Last one.
did you
No,
find out your
actually,
trigger points
actually,
and yourself?
someone did it for me. So
Oh.
I met Master Ongsho. So he's the guy who told me what happened to me. Like I have like a pinched nerve on the spine. Explained it, and then he did the work to my foot, to my inner thigh, my groin, and then suddenly pop my hips like that. So suddenly I have to learn this.
Yeah. So what I just watched you there with your hand, it's so cool because
Yeah.
I've learned to do what you're doing in a sense to myself, and sometimes it's just so cool to see someone else do it with like just a finite feel for it.
Oh, okay, tita. Close open. Yo? You feel your fingers more?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So the way I've learned how to do all this is through the muscles first.
Yeah.
I've been straightening my muscles out in such a way and stretching in such a way to, in a sense, realign my bones, like what they're supposed to do, right? But through all the injuries and through not
Because the
taking
muscle
care.
is supposed to be the one to hold the spine in place.
Yeah.
The bones in place.
Yeah.
But once your muscles is starting to shorten up, the pliability is not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's why your alignment is not good.
Yep.
At saka pinipili ko gabi-gabi nakaka...
Tama, tita?
Ha?
Wala nang blood supply papunta dito eh.
I know. Kaya nga yung neuropathy, di ba? Parang natatakot ako sa ganun. Ang hirap maglakad.
Yeah, but he can fix something and you'll feel the entire blood just rush back into it. It's
Yeah, I feel it.
yeah.
I can feel it. I can feel my toe.
This guy's awesome, guys.
It's like a gush of
He found a
blood.
Eastern form of medicine and holistic healing. Bone moving,
Bone setting.
bone setting. Easily recognized as chiropractic work, but bone setting sounds way cooler anyways. See, I just cracked my ankle, see?
What they call it in China. They have a different procedure than the chiropractors. Just a little bit different.
Well,
I like it.
I've always considered Eastern medicine better because I know what they did to our medicine. They took out all the holistic versions of medicine, and so they've just lied to us about everything, unfortunately. So everyone learns that, and then they don't know any better.
Oh my
They just
gosh.
understand what they learn instead of learning through their own body.
Shane, you need to feel this. You need to experience it. Fix yourself.
I mean, I'm saying he does what I learned how to do myself, but like better. So
Yeah,
it's really
so
cool.
he will teach you. Oh my gosh.
Well, what you're doing, because I find those points and then I go the other way. So I do this, I tell everyone I've developed my own form of yoga, but I only say that because I'm just learning how to listen to my own body.
Yeah.
And so I'll stretch out to a certain point, and it was usually here because I would always start here,
Yeah.
right? And then once I got to a point of restriction, I would hold that. I'd lock it just like the way you lock it, and then I move other things. And so I continue this lock of triggers throughout my whole body into a stretch, and I'm just really cranking my body, and I'm still stuck on that point. So eventually if I like, sometimes I end up balancing on one foot, just leverage on that one trigger spot until it breaks through, or I need to loosen up and go around it. But I go to the point of like complete muscle exhaustion. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Dude just totally aligned my mom's ankle. So
my
cool to watch.
gosh.
It was so cool. But yeah, so I've been doing it muscle-wise, and you know Sarah, right? So she was watching me, and she's like, "Do you know ballet?" I'm like, "I have no idea anything about ballet." So she was telling me that a lot of the things that I was doing was similar to ballet, and it's just all stretching and pushing through those triggers, and dude. So I've combined what I've learned and what I've learned from everyone else and the ballet, and just like, when this is done, I feel like I will be 100% stronger than I ever was because of this injury, of learning and understanding. Because I'm so much more flexible than I ever was. Like, because they don't teach us to stretch growing up, man.
Yeah.
in America, they just teach you to bulk up, and that is the worst thing we can do, man.
Your dad stretched all his life.
I know.
And what does it tell Kenshiro, you guys?
I told-
Stretch,
I
stretch,
told-
stretch.
Yeah, but it's different. Like, you don't know. You just say just stretch, and you don't know the reason why, because we don't feel tension yet. We haven't broken down our muscles. We don't understand it, so we don't appreciate it. You know. You felt Kenshiro. I told him. I'm like, dude, you need a stretch. He's becoming like a plank.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He even told me, he's like, yeah, I don't cut well. I'm only good in straight lines. And I'm like, and I told him, like, it's because all you're doing is becoming a brick. You're not flexible anymore, man. That's
Actually has to work on the flexibility.
yeah. So, yeah, it's tough. I mean, I
And
learned.
you know, Kenshiro used to box split. I mean, he was supposed to be a gymnast by